The original Final Fantasy VII is hands down one of the best games I've ever played, and for this reason it remains a game I keep going back to like a moth to a nostalgia-fueled flame. But let's be honest, for all its charm and epic storytelling, the graphics look rough. I first played it in 1999, and even then it looked laughably outdated compared to other games on the shelf. It's always left me wondering just how incredible this masterpiece could be if it didn't look like diarrhea. Sure, we have the emerging remake trilogy, and there's a lot to love about these titles, and I think every fan of the original should give them a shot. But if you're craving that classic Final Fantasy VII experience, with a visual or gameplay glow-up, mods are the way to go. The modding community has done phenomenal work breathing new life into the original and bringing some of our wildest fantasies about the game to reality. These mods don't just add new challenges and gameplay twists, they also transform those blocky, awkward characters into the heroes and villains we always envisioned in our imaginations. It's the same old school magic, just less crude looking and with a lot more polish. So with all of that said, hello ladies and gentlemen, Big Daddy Top Hat here. These gameplay mods will change how you experience Final Fantasy VII forever. Yeah. I freaking love Final Fantasy VII, and this year I've been absolutely obsessing over the franchise within a franchise. Not only did I make the effort to play through Final Fantasy VII Remake for the first time, but I also played through its sequel, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth at launch too. Saying the quality of these games blew my mind is putting it lightly. I've sunk hundreds of hours into both titles. While Rebirth was previously a PlayStation 5 exclusive, it's finally coming to PC early next year. And here's the best part. If you pre-order now using my affiliate link, you can snag a ridiculous 43% off the PC version on day one. You heard me right, 43% off, that's nearly half price. But wait, it gets even better. If you're like me and want to experience both games back to back, you can grab the Twin Pack, which includes the Yuffie DLC side story too, for a jaw-dropping 45% off. However, that's not all. If you're all about modding the OG version of the game instead, I've got you covered with a link to the Steam version with a massive 66% discount, bringing it down to just $4.57. Don't miss out on these insane deals while they last, as you can get hundreds of hours of entertainment for next to nothing. Pre-order now and give yourself the best start to 2025 and have fun gaming. When it comes to discovering fresh ways to enjoy and experience the original game, the community has truly outdone itself over the years. Countless PC mods have been developed, offering innovative twists, enhancements, and even complete overhauls. So let's dig into covering some of the ones that I find most appealing, and just as importantly, how you can access these experiences for yourself. Including dealing with those pesky, ugly, blocky, outdated character models. That's right, no longer do you have to play a game where characters look like this, and instead you can have them look like this. According to a forum post from the user who created models you can see on screen now, the Nino style mod aims to recreate the game's classic 3D models with a smooth, chibi look, staying true to the original model's proportions while adding details and revamping textures to match the style of Tetsuya Nomura's original character art, an undertaking by just one passionate internet user. The mod replaces player character models in field battles and the world map, as well as many enemies, NPCs and objects. According to the modder, these assets have all been painstakingly overhauled in order to match the official art as closely as possible, while still fitting seamlessly with the original game's general art direction. The new models are all high quality and will fit perfectly with most upscaled field and battle maps. For those looking to enhance their Final Fantasy VII experience while preserving its original vibe, the Nino style mod offers a faithful upgrade. It provides a refreshed look that captures the essence of the classic game. If this style is not for you though, how do you like the style of this one? The Final Fantasy VII Advent Children Complete mod updates Final Fantasy VII by replacing the character models and visuals to reflect the style of Advent Children. This means the character models' looks are based on the 2005 CGI animated film that served as a sequel to the events of the Final Fantasy VII video game. Created by Cooler Wend, this mod gives players a refreshed experience, blending the original gameplay with modernised character designs inspired by the movie. And when I say modernised, it's like taking a time machine back to the mid-noughties. Just be prepared to feel like you're booting up the PS2 while you're at it. The Final Fantasy VII Opera Omnia Models mod updates the character models in Final Fantasy VII by replacing them with designs inspired by the Cydia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. This mobile game features stylized chibi-style 3D models that retain a cute, polished aesthetic while staying faithful to each character's original look. So if you've ever wished Final Fantasy VII looked like a fever dream of cute bobbleheads, this mod has you covered. But of course, way more can be changed with the game than just character models. Take the Echo S mod for example by Tsuna Mods, a fan effort that adds voice acting to the fan favourite title. So rather than just hear me talk about this, I may as well let you listen to some of the trailer.
It gave me quite a scare.
What was her name again?
Cloud Strife.
Barret, be careful! Don't attack when its tail is up.
Oh, I get it. Tifa, you're in there too?
My house is on fire!
That's it, the gloves are off.
Calling lightning.
Rate hike! Tra-la-la! Sephiroth!
Sure, it sounds cheesy, over the top, and ridiculous, but so was the voice acting in Shenmue and Resident Evil. Let's be fair, back then it wasn't bad voice acting, it was a vibe. Who needs natural dialogue when you can have awkward pauses, robotic deliveries, and emotions that swing wildly between sounding dead inside and what sounds like trying to win an Oscar in 5 seconds? This style of voice work fits the era so perfectly that it's exactly how I imagine the acting would have been if the game had it in back in 1997. Wonderful hammy stuff, and I'm all for it. Final Fantasy VII New Threat by Sega Chief is an extensive mod that makes many changes to the original game. The latest release version 2.0 reworks various elements including enemy difficulty, character stats, weapons and materia. Random encounters and boss fights are notably more challenging, while party members now possess distinct stat distributions. Building on additions, a unique soul point system lets players further customise their characters' abilities after significant story milestones. And weapons and equipment often provide stat bonuses, meaning upgrading gear is no longer as simple as buying new items in each town. Further to all of this, character builds now play a greater role in equipment choices, and materia stats, spell effects, MP, costs for magic, summons and enemy skills have all been adjusted. Beyond gameplay tweaks, New Threat also introduces new enemies and bosses and modifies parts of the story. This means that some previously unused content has been restored, dialogue and scenes have been refined for clarity, and fresh story segments including optional end-game side quests have been added. Version 2.0 offers 2 gameplay scenarios. Type A follows the original game's storyline and boss sequence, focusing on rebalancing gameplay, easing frustration, restoring cut content, improving dialogue translation, and polishing the overall experience. Whereas Type B maintains the same general plot but introduces alternative events and a modified boss roster. Some early game story elements are altered, offering a new experience for returning players, while the conclusion remains unchanged. New Threat is an impressive Final Fantasy VII mod that thoughtfully enhances the original experience. For example, you can now save Aerith or fight Gilgamesh this time around. Bearing in mind it seems that Rebirth is running with the many worlds theory, I guess in all technicalities, despite being a fan project, this one is canon to that game. But you have to play this one and Rebirth for yourself to truly get what I mean. So as you can see, you can add voice acting, change the character models and gameplay. But did you know you can even change this title's famous FMV scenes too? This brings us nicely along to discussing Cosmos FMV mod. Cosmos FMV is a character replacement mod for Final Fantasy VII cutscenes that gives players more visual flexibility. The mod offers 2 selectable styles via the settings. One option uses the original battle models for main characters alongside chaos models for secondary characters, while the other features Nino-style chibi models, which we touched on near the start of this video. There are 2 versions available, running at either 15 frames per second or 30 frames per second. This mod updates all the major FMVs that originally included chibi models, and also provides replacements for remaining FMVs, eliminating the need to combine the game with previously made FMV mod packs. The FMV scenes were originally upscaled by a modder going by the username of Satsuki Yatoshi, and combined with work put in by others from the community resulted in Cosmos mod being possible. The Cosmos YouTube channel has a video that parodies the delivery style of a Nintendo Direct, but in the format of Shinra News, which introduces us to the even more impressive Cosmos FMV2 mod. This one's in the works and features FMV character designs that reflect the game's disc character art. Nice. Even more impressive is a mod known as Cosmos Limit Break, which the channel explains was realised through a combination of AI and extensive manual editing. Basically, during the making of, they started out by outpainting original backgrounds with AI, and then they go in and manually refine them to make sure the quality and consistency are top notch. Once that's done, they upscale the backgrounds to high resolution images, giving wonderful results. What's really cool about this is that when they extend the backgrounds, they make sure they still match perfectly with the original cutscenes, even manually extending the effect layers to keep everything seamless. The end result in-game looks amazing. Next up, we get to feast our eyes on the epic Cosmos Gaia mod, a stunning world map overhaul that seriously elevates the experience of exploring Final Fantasy VII. This mod re-implements terrain rendering, adds smooth analog movement, and intuitive camera controls, attempting to make navigating the world feel more fluid and natural. On top of that, it introduces real-time lighting, giving the environment a more dynamic and immersive atmosphere. What really sets Cosmos Gaia apart is the extended view distance, with the ability to now see vast landscapes unfold before our eyes, creating a true sense of scale and wonder that better reflects the scale of this impressive world. The combination of these improvements make the game feel more modern while preserving its classic look. To enjoy most of these new mods, they can be taken advantage of using Seventh Heaven, a comprehensive mod manager designed specifically for the PC version of Final Fantasy VII. Named after Tifa's bar in the game, Seventh Heaven allows players to customize and enhance their experience by applying modifications like the ones we have just covered. The mod manager features a user-friendly interface that allows players to activate or deactivate mods easily without permanently altering game files. This makes experimenting with different setups simple and stress-free. Players can manage multiple mod configurations through profile management, enabling different setups for different playthroughs. Recently, Tsuna Mod's team has taken over the maintenance and development of Seventh Heaven, ensuring regular updates and improvements. To get started with Seventh Heaven, users need to download the application from the official website and follow the installer's prompts. Then a whole new world of Final Fantasy VII goodness will be opened up to you. The original game is now a steal at just $4.57 due to the massive 66% discount you can get via my affiliate links. Perfect for future modern enthusiasts such as yourself. If you're like myself and you are just as interested in the modern games as the OG title, don't forget Rebirth is coming to PC early next year too. And if you pre-order now using my link, you can grab a ridiculous 43% off the PC version on day one, or 45% off the Twin Pack, giving you Remake, Rebirth and the Yuffie side story DLC. Don't miss out on these insane deals while they last and enjoy hundreds of hours of entertainment for next to nothing. Pre-order now, kick off 2025 with some epic titles, so happy gaming to you and happy shopping. I hope you enjoy these great mods, great deals and great games. Cheerio!